Hello, gorgeous heartbeat, and welcome to Heartbeats Harbor. I'm your host, Brianna Hosack, and I'm here to shine the light on the shadow path we walk as heartbeat women. Women rising into leadership roles as lightworkers, changemakers, world shakers, or as I call us, heartbeats, do not have an easy path to walk. It often feels lonely, painful, and unique, but I'm here to help you see how very not alone you are, and how beautiful the shadows surrounding you actually are when you love and integrate them on your healing journey. I create spaces and opportunities for women to step into deeper self-awareness, self-acceptance, and personal healing, community and sacred circles, as well as leadership of themselves, their families, their communities, and beyond. My business and my life is and always will be about massive change in the ways things are done around the world. I believe it's a big part of my purpose on this planet to be a voice for those who don't have one, a safe harbor for those who need one, and a beacon of light to inspire a better way. None of this is easy. I've learned that big impact requires bold action and delusional levels of confidence, as well as a ton of shadow work. If you love what you hear on this podcast and you want to be part of the growing, supportive online village of Heartbeats Harbor, make sure you join my Facebook group, which is linked below in the show notes. Now, I can't wait to get started, so let's turn on the lights.
Hey, Heartbeats. Welcome back to another episode of the Heartbeats Harbor podcast. Today, we're diving into something super important for all you entrepreneurs, especially those of you in service-based businesses. How to attract your perfect fit clients by being, well, you. Let's be honest. How many of you are holding back? Do you ever feel that little twinge of the fear of being yourself, like you can't quite show your true colors in your business? You're definitely not the only one. We're often told to project this image of perfect professionalism, but I'm not here for that. I operate under the assumption that me, just as I am, is exactly what is needed for the exactly right fit people to both support me and be supported by me, family, friends, clients, etc. Your authenticity, your quirks, they're your biggest asset. They are the key to standing out in a crowded market and attracting the clients who will value you for exactly who you are. So let's unpack the authenticity paradox and explore how your unique differences and quirks can actually be your secret weapon. So the authenticity paradox is that everything you've been taught may be hurting you in your business. That's right, professional can actually hurt you. I mean, think about it. What makes you memorable? What makes a potential client say, yes, that's the one I want to work with? Is it a cookie cutter list of qualifications and certifications or a flawless website? No, it's the feeling they get when they connect with the real you. When you try to be someone you're not, a couple of things happen. You attract the wrong clients and you burn out. If you're being inauthentic, projecting a false image of yourself or of your business, you'll attract clients who are drawn to that facade and not to the true you. If you're being inauthentic, projecting a false image of yourself or of your business, you'll attract clients who are drawn to that facade and not to the true you, not to what you actually do in your business. These aren't your people. They won't appreciate your unique value, and you'll end up feeling drained and misaligned, dreading showing up for the work you truly do love. Pretending is exhausting, right? It takes so much energy to maintain a false persona, to think through how each action and decision will look instead of trusting what you know is right for you. So, of course, this leads to burnout, resentment, and a general lack of joy in your business. And I don't think you created your business because you wanted another job. I've seen this happen time and time again. Talented, passionate people watering themselves down, thinking they need to fit into some predefined box. But the truth is, that box is stifling your creativity, your energy, and ultimately your success. So let's unleash your unique differences and quirks. Ditch the bland, fake mask and embrace your authentic self. Easier said than done, for sure. It's a journey, not a destination. But here are some things you can do to get you started. First, take time for self-reflection. Self-reflection is key. Without it, you don't even know what makes you you. Dig deep. What are your passions, your hobbies, your weird little habits? What makes you laugh until your cheeks hurt? What are your guilty pleasures? Don't judge anything you think of, just list them out. Remember that what you write down here alone isn't necessarily going to be what you post on social media. So don't be afraid to write it down just as it is. Okay, next, identify your values. What's truly important to you? What do you stand for? What are the non-negotiables in your life and your business? Make a list of these values. Non-negotiables might be exercise. Maybe you like to go for a run every day and won't trade that time or sacrifice it for anything because you know it's what gets you through the rest of the day every day. Or it could be tucking your kids into bed yourself instead of hiring a sitter every night. Whatever it is for you, get it down on the list. Now it's time to find the overlap. This is where the magic happens. Where do your passions and values intersect with your business? This is where you find the unique angle that only you can offer. For example, if you're a web designer who's obsessed with vintage board games, maybe you infuse some of that retro aesthetic into your designs. Or maybe you use board game metaphors to explain complex web concepts to your clients. For me, it's been little things like infusing Disney movie concepts into my content occasionally, or Viking power paint. Maybe not so small to some people, but my Viking ancestry and my higher self showing up in this Viking way really affects the whole image of my brand, not just visually, but through values like perseverance, powerful women, authenticity, equality between men and women can do anything, etc. There are so many ways that this subtly impacts my messaging, my graphics, and even how I do and teach business tactics. And what a combination, right? Disney and Viking power paint. They don't seem like they go together, but our uniqueness really does stand out in a way that calls in our ideal clients. So once you've found at least one way that they overlap, it's time to integrate it. You can start small, but you have to start. You don't have to overhaul your entire brand overnight. Maybe you begin by sharing a personal story on social media or injecting some humor into your website copy. Perhaps you create content around your personal interests, showcasing your personality and what matters to you outside of work. The key is to take that first step. And finally, don't apologize. This is a really big one. Once you start being yourself, resist the urge to apologize for it. Your unique differences and quirks are what make you special. So own them, embrace them, share them loudly and proudly. And I know it's easier said than done, but trust me, the payoff is huge. The payoff is attracting your truest, most aligned tribe, both personally and in your business. When you embrace your authenticity, it's amazing how quickly you attract your tribe. These are the clients who get you. They understand your perspective, they appreciate your humor, and they resonate with your values. You don't have to explain yourself or pretend to be someone you're not. They'll value your expertise. They don't just see you as a service provider, they see you as a trusted advisor and a valuable partner. They respect your knowledge and appreciate your unique approach. And honestly, they become raving fans. They're so thrilled with your services that they can't help but tell everyone they know about you. They become your biggest advocates and your most loyal clients. And very often, as they grow into whatever it is you're teaching, they also become some of your closest friends. It's like magic, but it's not. It's simply the power of authenticity in action. But so many people are scared, like deathly afraid of being vulnerable and sharing their truth. For so many years, they've been told they aren't enough or they're too much. This was a big one for me. Or they've been told what they should do or be, or even that they have to do and be a certain way. So let's look at this fear of being yourself. It's natural to worry about what others will think. What if they judge you? What if they don't like you? What if they think you're weird? Right? Human beings are community creatures. We are not meant to be alone. We never would have survived as a species if we had been alone. At the very most basic level, it takes two to make number three, right? So the fear of being left alone and abandoned is legitimately a survival instinct, one that we cannot and should not completely eradicate. Often, though, there are more layers to it than that, right? The witch wound is an example. The fear of being not only left alone, but injured or even killed for your truth is something I personally believe every woman has. We've been passed down this fear genetically for generations. There also may have been actual experiences in this lifetime where your worst fears were confirmed. Abandonment by someone who was supposed to care about you, a parent, a partner, a friend. Who wasn't teased at least once as a child and felt the sting of shame that is really a sting of fear that you might end up alone, right? These are valid concerns, but we can't let them hold us back. So, here are some tips for overcoming the fear. Number 1, reframe the rejection. Not everyone will like you, and that's okay. Rejection is simply a sign that you're not the right fit for each other. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It just means you're not the right match for that particular person. Every no paves the way for the right person to get through, clarifying exactly what and who you really do want around you. Number 2, focus on your ideal client. Instead of trying to please everyone, focus on attracting those perfect fit clients who will value you for who you are. Think about their needs, their values, and their aspirations. What are they looking for in a service-based provider? Mix that with your how, the unique way that you solve their problem, with your quirky, weird, or wild way of doing things, and the right people will throw themselves at you. Number 3, build a supportive community. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to be yourself and celebrate your unique strengths. Find a mastermind group, a networking group, or even just a few close friends who will support you on your entrepreneurship journey. Again, we are not meant to go it alone. So beyond finding good fit clients, find good fit friends, coaches, or programs to be a part of that will stand by you the whole way. And remember, you're not alone in this fear. We all struggle with fear of being ourselves from time to time. The key is to acknowledge that fear, but not let it control you. Your uniqueness is your superpower. So stop trying to be someone you're not. Your authenticity, your unique differences, and quirks are important. Embrace them, share proudly, and watch as the right clients, friends, and mentors flock to you. The world doesn't need another generic cookie cutter business. It needs you in all your glorious, quirky, authentic self. It's time to ditch the bland cookie cutter version of yourself the world created and unleash your true potential. Just like you sell your clients what they want and then give them what they need, mix the parts of you that the world wants with the parts of you the world needs. The world needs your unique brand of brilliance. It won't happen overnight, but start taking steps today. Follow along with people like me who are leading the way, lighting the path so you can see your next step more easily, and it will come. The more fully you embrace it, the faster it will come. And I can't wait to see you start shining. It is absolutely one of my favorite things in the world to witness other women knocking down the walls, hiding their true brilliance. So I hope something in here helps you to do just that. I'll talk to you all next week.
Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you subscribe to be notified of new episodes. If you really love it here and want to help spread the light, please take a moment to rate the show and leave a review. They help so much. If you love listening and want to be part of the interactive and incredible online community we're growing, make sure you click the link in the description box and join the Facebook group. I promise you it is not like other groups you've been in. Hope to meet you there soon, and I'll be talking to you next week, sending you all my love from my heartbeat to yours.